Bear with me.
There we go. Can you hear me now? Sorry.
Yeah. You were in that there hospital.
We'll do all that again. I tell you what, we'll do all that again. Hang on a second. Hang on. Here we go. Hi, good evening and welcome to Beyond Authentic Health and Beauty, where we are documenting our slimming world journey and beyond. My name is Lisa.
I'm Ruffus.
And today is a weigh-in Wednesday, so thank you very much for joining us. It is our first Wednesday back at Slimming World after 2 weeks off. It was. Was that better? Was that more professional?
It was.
Was that like we're on this morning TV or something?
Now.
I know, right? If you're on the telly programs, they've got people that monitor all that shit. Not just me sat here with my laptop, looking at this, looking at that, looking at this, looking at everything.
Yeah, we were
a little bit
delayed anyway, weren't we?
We were, because we were gossiping with Patricia. We were. It's our fault, my fault. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. So we've got 7 watching live at the moment. We've got Neil. Hello, Neil, my darling. We have Linda as well. Thank you, Linda. Hopefully you can hear us now. Nanette's here. Hello, Nanette, my darling. So yes, hello everybody. Oops, the dogs are gonna knock this all set up over the floor, but never mind. Can we just sort your hair out? Just this bit, just there. There you go. Now you look sexy. You had that little cowlicky bit there, look on the screen. Oh. I know, right? No, you look good. Good evening. Who's this? Traveling. Hello, Traveling. Hopefully you are all joining us today for our weighing results from that there Slimming World. There is a cancer update, but I'm going to be filming a video on that, aren't I? So there will be a bladder cancer update. We're not going to be able to tell you anything that happened when I was in hospital for legal reasons. That's all I'm going to say on that. So the whole story that has happened up to this point, we can't talk about as yet. We have got a vlog. There's a lot of stuff filmed. It's quite harrowing, some of it, but we can't really mention any of that. But what we can give you is an update as to what's going on right now, what the results of the surgery and all of the testing was, and where we go from here in terms of treatment, not in terms of dealing with what happened. That's going to be a whole other issue that we can't talk about for legal reasons. But we're not here to talk about that anyway, are we really? By the way, do you like my makeup? Do you like the makeup? It's green and blue. It matches my top.
T-shirt.
I know it does. It matches my top and
is it green leg?
my green tights. I know, right? But you didn't think I could still get my leg up like that.
The green goblin.
They are green goblin legs meets what was I say it was earlier? It was a little bit Riverdance and a little bit Robin Hood. So it's like Robin Hood meets Riverdance. But yeah, and they match everything, so it's all green. But exclusive, this is from a brand new brand that I've never tried before, really expensive brand, Natasha Denona, that I'm going to be reviewing coming up soon, Natasha Denona. But anyway, it might be something I bought in hospital, but let's not go there. So Ruffus is holding something. Do you want to? Should we do this bit first? So we got to. Let me smell it again. It smells. Oh, it smells so nice. So we got to group today, and while we were off, when I was in that there hospital,
people can see.
You have to put it in between us. Put it in between us. Put it this side.
You can see the flowers.
Look.
They look really nice.
Pretty flowers.
Really nice.
So we've got some lovely flowers, lovely flowers. So do you want to like put them next to you now?
Yeah.
Or you can put them here in between us, I guess. Yeah. So we got some flowers at group today because we are the couple of the year.
So we wasn't a group, was we, when that
when it was announced?
Yeah, when it was
done. Yeah. So look,
we couldn't be there at the time. So
how cool is that? Look, it's so lovely. Couple of the year, Lisa and Ruffus. Isn't that just lovely? Nice. That was so lovely. Nanette says you figured that we wouldn't be able to talk about it for legal reasons, and you love my makeup. Thank you, Nanette. Natasha didn't know that. What? I never said that. Did you say that? I keep hearing this. No, I'm not saying anything, Nona. Natasha. Yeah. Anyway. No one telling my magic cost, will you? Anyway, right, so we are.
I have no control over what turns up in the
I know. By the way, if you haven't already, go and have a look. Go and have a look on the Witchy channel. So it's called Beyond Authentic, but the Iron Authentic is a #1. Go and have a look on that channel, because when I was under the influence of morphine in my hospital bed on a shit ton of painkillers, and then they gave me morphine, I bought a mystery box from Box of Goth, and let's just say
it was a box of something.
It was a box of shite, wasn't it? It was terrible. So I did a whole unboxing of that. If you want to go and see it, go and watch it. It's very funny. Yeah. It was not good. But yes, thank you, Nanette, love. Thank you, Nanette. Also, if you're wondering why we aren't streaming on Facebook today, it's because my Facebook has been closed down by Facebook. I've got no idea why. It's been deactivated. I've put an appeal in. I don't know what I've done. Apparently I've broken the terms and conditions, but I don't understand how or what or why. I've appealed it, and we shall see. In it.
Very odd, though, isn't it?
It's very odd. I don't know what the hell's going on, but that's why there's no Facebook at the moment. So if you need to contact me on Instagram. The details should be just down here below. Or if you are part of our amazing group of supporters over on buymeacoffee.com/Beyond Authentic, you can always message me on there, because you can always get me on that app. So yeah, so by the way, that's a good time to just say, if you do want to support myself and Ruffus and this channel and the other channel a little bit, there are some brand new memberships over there, aren't there?
There are.
Where you get exclusive perks and all sorts of bits and pieces. So if you would like to support us, you can go over and just buy us a coffee, because, you know, not that we're sponsored by Costa at all. But to be fair, this was your fault today. You were like, hey, we've just driven past the Costa on our way to home base to buy a new greenhouse. Do you want a Costa? A little while
before, you said, we'll get a Costa before we go and get weighed. So we went and got a coffee on our way back.
Wasn't it just, Linda? Wasn't it just? She watched it. It was shite. Yeah. It was. I could...
The best bit was that little statue you did like.
The lovely. Well, no, that could have been. That was a lovely wolf.
Yeah.
I thought the best bit was the black foot.
Yeah.
Or the cursed wood. That obviously wasn't. But anyway, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go over and have a look at that. It's very funny. I've just realised. Look how fuzzy we look. We look like we're in soft focus. I look like a. It looks like a 1970s softcore adult video from the back of the VHS store. You know, in old video stores where you had in the front, you had like what would it have been? Neil will know all of this because Neil used to work in a video store. That's why Necronomicon's all about the horror videos. By the way, go and have a look down below for Necronomicon. It should be linked. You know, in the front there'd be like the latest film by Tom Cruise and like Eddie Murphy, and then there'd be this bit in the back through those like plastic hanging curtain things that only dirty men went. They'd have these like older gentlemen in Macs, and they'd all be like, yeah. Well, we look like now on the camera like we're in one of those films because it's all soft focus look. We look like there should be, and you're going, hi, I can't possibly fix your boiler. Oh, but I can't afford the cost. Maybe we could work it out while my husband's not here. Oh, I like your tool belt.
We can't fix our boiler because, like, they did.
Yeah, I know, right?
Change a valve thing.
Just an example from that type of film.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, that's what silly. Big toolbox you have.
It's in the kitchen. Even I can't lift it anyway. That's how big it is.
I know, it's so big.
It is.
Anyway,
it is.
Is Ruffus sporting a tash? Are you sporting a tash? I don't know. He's got his full beard. I think it's a little bit. Looks a little bit darker.
But it's light anyway, fairly light.
Yeah, anyway, it's because he's ginger. But yeah, Nanette says you watched, but you've been having trouble with your phone sending messages, and it's a horrible box of stuff, wasn't it? Really? Oh my God! There you are. Look. Neil says our section was brazenly near the front of the shop by the new releases, but ours was on a local independent shop. Yes. So Neil used to work in a video store back in the 80s, where they would be like, "Can I rent this video for 3 weeks, please?" And they bring it back the next day and be like, "Thank you," and they won't rewind it. So it'll just be the bit where they've delivered. And watched enough to do whatever they've delivered, if you understand what I'm saying, because I don't want YouTube to like kill us. I can't even.
I know what you mean, though. Like,
but yeah, that moment.
The same reason, like people would go into like Sunday paper shop on the weekend.
Yeah, that's the one, and
come out with like the Daily Sport.
Yeah, or they'd get like. They'd get the Sunday paper,
right,
and then they'd get a magazine that would be folded into the Sunday paper.
That's right. Yes, that's
in a brown paper bag.
Probably.
Yeah, yes, those ones, those magazines.
Yeah.
Big Booby Monthly or something.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
I don't know. Was there ever a I don't know. I don't know about that sort of thing. I'm innocent. I am.
Be like,
yeah. Right. Anyway, this is not talking about Slimming World, is it? This is not talking about Slimming World. So. We haven't been here for 2 weeks. Linda says, and the plumber came round really quickly, unlike real life. The plumber did come back quickly. Neil says they would bring the video back 15 minutes later. Oh my God. That's time to nip home. What? I bet it's while the wife is picking up the kids from school. They're like, excuse me, have you got shaving Ryan's privates?
And then you go, can you just like deposit the
you're like
into this box.
I'm not touching it.
Not touching
Get my hazmat suit out and my gloves.
Pretty much. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
Neil, that has to be a whole podcast episode. We have to do a whole episode about that. We really, really do. I'm not sure how it relates to witchcraft and the malarkey, but we'll find a way of shoehorning it in. Anyway, so we are back from Slimming World. We have weighed in. Nanette's laughing. Neil says not rewound either, so you knew the exact bit that did the job. Oh my God!
So who got to rewind it in all?
Neil had to. Neil, can you imagine a young, naive Neil working there for the first time, thinking that he's going to be watching like Starship Troopers or like Snow White, going to work there, like maybe Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. Actually, 2's the gay one, or is 3 the gay one? I can't remember. But whatever one it is, like, here's Freddy and here's Jason, and then here's Fred and Jason in a whole other type of film. I know. Anyway, enough about that. Hello, Ed. Hello, Ed. I know too much about this. Do you know how I know about this? Because the League of Gentlemen, they did a whole sketch set in one of those video shops in the, was it in the Royston Vasey ones? I think it might have been. where they were talking about the number of killings in the film. They go, oh, Rambo, there's like 57 killings in this one. Oh, I'll watch that. And then one of them got like a World War II documentary or something, and they were like, he's got 15 million killings or something. And there was a whole sketch about it, and it was all about that. So yes, very funny. So I don't know too much about it anyway, but hi Ed. Linda says you know too much about this. Neil says you did a podcast as part of the Necrozine podcast about your time working in the shop, if anyone is interested. Link it on the screen, Neil. Link it on the screen. If you want to go and watch it, I imagine it's very, very funny. And Nanette's saying hello to Ed. Right then, shall we talk about Swimming World? That's what we're all here for, while I drink some coffee. So then, my darling husband, how was your experience? Because I was in hospital for a week and then recovering for a week. So for the last 2 weeks, you've been pretty much responsible for my food and your food, but my food in hospital even. You helped me out by bringing in fruit dessert.
I was bringing fresh fruit and that in, because that normally wouldn't. You might get a piece of fruit in hospital, an apple or a banana.
Apple, banana.
Yeah, but you wouldn't get a bowl of, like say, some strawberries, some pear chopped up, some slices of apple and bits like that. So a mixed bowl of little bits and pieces for you.
You'll be lucky to get a bit of strawberry jam on your toast, full sugar.
So I said, what did I? One day I dropped in, what was it? The skinny syrup. Was it the Skinny Company custard, which you can just chop a banana up and put some custard on it. Which all right, wasn't it? I said, and some strawberries and a few other berries and I bought in during the week.
Yeah, it was.
So you had some fresh fruit and stuff to have anyway on plan. So.
Yay, Neil's put it on screen, everybody. Have a little look-see in the chat right now. If you're watching this on replay, I think I'll make sure the chat is activated on replay. Have a little look-see, because he's put it in the chat now. It's at mixcloud.com/Necrozine podcast /episode 5 Confessions of a Video Shop Assistant. Go and have a look for it. Like I think I've heard it. I must have heard it. Off the top of my head, it's not ringing a bell, which means it might have been one of the ones I missed. But anyway, so how was it for you in terms of what were you eating? Because like when I was in hospital, I bet you were ordering pizza, fish and chips
for 3 days.
Burger.
I actually went to Aldi, and I for 3 days in a row. I think for dinner I had, is it barbecue chicken and bean, it was the Slimwell meal.
Oh, the Slimwell,
because the sin value of some of the Slimwell meals has changed, and the lowest sin one now would be the barbecue chicken and beans or whatever it was, for one sin. So I think I picked up 3 of those one day, thinking, oh, you might be out the next day, and then at least if I've won that night, and then we've got, because you like that one as well, I said, so for the next day, but then realised, because you weren't coming out for a few days, after obviously every day they're going, no, not today, no, not today.
You can't talk about it.
But like I say, for a few days I then had
those meals,
the same meal like for 3 nights in a row, and I just put some vegetables on the side. I said, and I was quite happy with that. Just had that, and it was an easy tea. I could do other bits and jobs and stuff and sort clothes out, drop stuff down to you and whatnot. I said, and yes. Oh,
oops. Well done.
Still, like I say, keep an eye on the dogs and entertain them and everything else.
They need a lot of entertainment.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Otherwise, they knock everything off like this.
So yeah, so it was.
Should I just hold the lights? Here we go. Look, this is us. So this is what we use.
A halo.
Very expensive lighting rig and setup that we use on a clip. If anyone's wondering, £8.99 in B&M. Very good. Right, sorry, you're out of shot now. So there we go.
That's it.
There we go.
So
and then I'll attach
so like I say, I just had some ready meals.
You keep them amused. I'll attach this.
I had some ready meals, and just had a bowl of fruit, maybe a little bit of yogurt or whatever. But I just kept things very simple. And like I say, when we was at group today, they were talking about, like I say, what people have for treats, obviously because it's Easter coming up now. So for Easter eggs and all that sort of stuff we was talking about in group. And for some, like I say, they say I quite enjoy, like for me as a treat, is just a bowl of fruit now. I said, so that's the only natural sugars that I have, and I don't tend to have any other sugars because I said we all know added sugar in our diet now anyway. I said, so for me, it's for me that is my part of my treat is to, like I said, a bowl of fruit.
We enjoy it, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Can I just say though, I've got to say good evening to the Major. Hello, my darling. Anita says good evening, just dropping in to say it's lovely to see your cheeky faces. Thank you, my darling. Ed says, are you home proper now? I am, for now. There'll be a whole video on it coming up on this channel, probably, over the week. What day is it today? Wednesday. So it'll be over the weekend. I'm going to do a cancer update, telling you what I can tell you about what happened in hospital, medically wise, and telling you where we're at now and what's likely to happen over the next couple of months, because I've had my results today, but I'm still processing. So that video will be coming up over the next couple of days. They smell amazing, don't they?
I say these lovely flowers I said that we got. See them there. Lovely flowers that we got today.
Couple of the years.
Yeah, we wasn't there anyway for that. For like I say, a couple of the year.
Anyway, so we both weighed in, didn't we?
We did.
Now, obviously, for me, part of the last 2 weeks, I was in hospital, and whilst I picked all of the healthiest options in there, I was stuck to a very, very, very limited gluten-free, dairy-free menu. It was so limited. Basically, I had the same 4 options for dinner and lunch every day.
But what did you say though? Usually, when you go to hospital, usually they put you either on a gluten-free or
a vegan
or whatever diet. But like say, normally it's one or the other, or dairy-free and gluten-free, but not normally both together.
No. And to make it even more complicated, I'm dairy-free, gluten-free, and diabetic.
Yeah.
So it was just. But
it took them a while, but they did manage to get you certain items.
They got me some.
They ordered you your own bread.
They got me some gluten-free bread. They got me some oat milk, which I could have, and some soy milk. They got me at one point. They got me some Alpro soy yogurts, but I couldn't eat those because they were the fruit ones, so they were too full of sugar. So they did really well in the end. But obviously, I was choosing the food that I could have, which included some gluten-free biscuits. Which, because there was nothing else, it was like that's what you've got to eat, basically.
I said if you had those as sins,
effectively,
as if to have those as sins or whatever, and had a few biscuits every day.
Well, apart from what you were bringing in, I wasn't really having puddings because I couldn't eat the puddings. There was a lot that I couldn't eat, and the meal sizes were really small. So I kept a plan in there. But I kept a plan with, food that wasn't on plan, and sausages that you don't know what's in them, and fried this and fried that, because that were the only options. So, everything went a bit out of the window. Thank you, Nita. Ed says those flowers are lovely. Annette says congrats on the award. Thank you, my darling. So do you want to go first? So the last time, should we say where we were?
I said when I said while you was in there though, I was pretty much eating like I would have done if I was down south with my family.
Yeah.
I was eating pretty much like that, just like a ready meal, some veg on the side or whatever, some steamed veg on the side, and my bowl of fruit in the evening, and maybe a bit of yogurt, and that was pretty much it for me. So
So before today, let's have a look. So bear in mind, technically it is 3 weeks since we last weighed in.
2 weeks that we didn't go and get weighed in.
Yeah.
But
so
all in all, it's over 3 weeks.
3 weeks that we haven't weighed in total. So 2 weeks we were off, and for me, off plan. So then, what do you think our results were? So just before we weighed in, all right, Nanette was off, and then she's missed the phone call. Never mind. I do that all the time, my love. I also do it where the phone's ringing and I'm doing something and I press it and it doesn't connect for some reason. So if anybody ever rings me, ring back again straight afterwards, because it could just be that I'm watching something on YouTube and I've clicked it and it hasn't set. So anyway, so before we weighed in today, you were in 8.5 months, wasn't it? Just over 8 months. You were at 8 stone 4.5 in total.
How many weeks did they say? They said it was
41 going 41 this is now week 42.
Yeah, on
so you're at 38 weeks
at that point.
So so that's 8 months, 38 weeks, and he was at 8 stone 4.5. And in the same time, I was at 2 stone 8.
Well, week 42. The last week I was a week 41 last week when I would have weighed in, but I haven't. So
yeah. So what do you think we did this week, everybody? So obviously it's a 3-week weigh-in, so bear that in mind. So then, do you want to go first with yours? Because you lose weight every week. People know that you lose weight every week. I think there's only been like 3 occasions in the last 9 months where you haven't lost a decent amount. So what do you think Ruffus has lost? Bear in mind, on average, you were losing what? Sometimes 2 pounds, sometimes 4 pounds, sometimes 3. What do you think Ruffus has lost in the 3 weeks since we weighed in? And we've got a lovely little jingle thing I'm going to play now. So we want you to have a guess on the stream now. Have a guess what you think Ruffus has weighed in the last 3 weeks. What's he done? Has he gained? Has he maintained? Has he lost? And if so, what are the amounts? Have a guess now. Right, let's have a look. So,
it says £5.
Ed says £5 down. Nanette says £12. Jesus Christ. Neil says £7 down for Ruffus. Anybody else going to guess before we hit the button? Because we can tell you. Oh, no, Linda says -£5. Okay, so everybody's saying pretty much. I mean, Nanette's pushing it. Nanette's saying £12 in 3 weeks. That's incredible. Everybody else is saying about the same, £5 to £7. Well, one of you is
close.
half a pound away. One of you is half a pound away. So, and there is a little thing here. So you were at 8 stone 4. So you needed, how many did you need? 2.5?
2.5
for your 8.5 stone award. And I do have a certificate here. So do you want to reveal then, Ruffus, what you came in with in your loss today?
£11.5 off.
Say again?
£11.5 off.
£11.5 in 3 weeks. So Nanette, when you were at £12, you were half a pound over. He came in with £11.5 in 3 weeks. Now this isn't an actual award. Well, it is, but it isn't. So not only did he get his 8.5 stone award, he also should have got his 9 stone award. So this is a certificate of achievement for Ruffus.
I'll probably get those next week. So
yeah, absolutely. So look at that. His 8.5 and 9 stone awards in the space of 41 weeks. So basically 9 months. Look at that. Absolutely bloody amazing. Like, yay! Seriously, it's amazing. That is the most weight I have seen anybody lose.
Ticking along and just kind of, I've not really been focusing 100% on it, but then I've been 100% on plan as well.
Yeah,
so
you have.
I think I'm just so used to it now that
it's just how we
for
eat.
me,
well,
I know what I can eat and sort of like what I want to use my sins on and kind of like the odd treats. I said, but like I say, I look at my bowl of fruit as my treats now at night time. I said I have a few sugar-free polos, occasionally on options white hot chocolate drink maybe.
We do, don't we?
Occasionally have that, and I know one night I even had like 2 big spoons in it.
You did?
I really went over.
It was like 4 sins worth. It was like how I had mine.
And I just had that one night, and it was like, I'll say a few nights I didn't eat a huge amount. I said because I had a really bad stomach for a little while, but other than that, like I say, on those nights I splurged and had like me 2 lots of hot chocolate, which was really nice. But,
I know.
Yeah, like I say, I've enjoyed what I eat, and yeah, I don't feel like I'm going without anything.
Not at all.
Not at all. I don't.
So then,
what about you?
What about me? So you all know how my weight goes. I was in hospital. So yes, hospital food is crap, but also hospital food is crap. So I was having biscuits and whatever else.
Since you've been home, we've had pretty much the same food. So we've been eating the same stuff since you've been home.
We've had the same food for the last 9 months. Home. Hang on. Up until last weigh-in, right? We'd had the same food for the same 8.5 months, and you'd lost 8.5 stone, and I'd lost 2.5 stone. So with the same food every day.
Yeah.
So like, it doesn't matter that we have the same food. That's obviously something that our bodies are just very different.
Yeah.
The major says, Anita says, well done, Ruffus, you can really see it now. You can see the difference. Absolutely, because people haven't seen him at group for 3 weeks. They're all like, oh my god,
just somebody
I know,
else.
right? And he's just had a haircut as well, so that's probably like a good £0.5 pound. But anyway, so then I also weighed in today, bearing in mind it hasn't been my fault. I haven't been in full control of what I've been eating. No. I have to pick things from a menu that's so limited, and like the food was generally, I had my 3 meals a day, which I don't normally have. I had breakfast, which I don't normally have, of gluten-free toast. So like my only 1 slice of bread for your health, all of that went out the window. I had my gluten-free biscuits and all sorts. You've lost more stones than me, Lisa, says the major. Oh, thank you, darling. Well, I weighed in as well today. Again, been 3 weeks. So then, put in the comments in the description box, I was at 2 stone 8. So I was, what was that? How many was that to? Is that £6 away from my next award? So I was £6 away from my next award. Yeah. So then, what do you think that I did in the same 3 weeks when I had pretty much 2 packets of gluten-free biscuits in a week in hospital? So then let me know. We're going to play the little jingle. Pop your guesses in the live chat now. Wow, look, I can see the guesses coming in. Right, hang on. Code Deb, £12. Do you think that's £12 on? Minus £12. I have never lost that much in a month. In a month, let alone in 3 weeks. That is a lot. Right, hang on. What have we got?
Put on £17 once.
I did put on £17 once.
Well, a long time ago.
I mean, like my weighing results before that, I came in the week before with -6, the week before that +5.5, the week before that -4, the week before that +6. So all the time for those 4 weeks eating the same food. So, you know, my body does this yo-yo thing. So let's have a look. We've got Ed saying -5, Code Deb saying now -12. That's a lot. I couldn't imagine that. £8 off, says Nanette. £6 down, says Neil.
£5.
I'm getting there. Anita's got a very good option with everything that you've been through. Anita says a maintain. That makes sense. Yeah, -12, says Code Deb. I didn't have a head removed, you know, like I've still got all my arms and legs. Linda says -5. And the major says your body reacts badly to surgery, doesn't it? Just we've learned that over the last 2 weeks. Jesus. Well, I came in today, so I was. What was I? I was.
Has anybody guessed?
Nobody's guessed. I mean, Code Deb's guessed £12, so that's like that's bonkers.
Pretty close.
You think that's close? I mean, fair enough. So 2 stone 8. I was. What did I say? It was £6 away from an award.
Yeah.
So I have an award.
Yeah.
And this is in my name. And it is my 3 stone award. So I definitely did £6 in those 3 weeks. And when I stood on the scales, bearing in mind today I'd had, what did I have? Because I've got to drink every single day. So it's not like you can just have a sip of coffee and that's it. I had 2 coffees, a can of pop. I know. I came in today with hang on, I'm trying to cover it up. There we go. I came in today with, sorry everyone, I'm trying to make sure you can't see. There you go.
10.5.
£10.5. £10.5.
And that's
10.5
free
pounds.
biscuits and everything.
10.5 pounds.
I said
10.5.
I said that's also
pounds.
been kind of as best you could being on plan, like I say, from hospital and everything else.
That is £3.5 per week on average. All right, Deb, I was trying to make out that it was way off. I have never lost that amount in the whole time I've been at Cineworld. Right, so I'm now at 3 stone 4.5 pounds. So I am 2.5 pounds away from 3.5 stone. Absolutely bonkers. The food is terrible there, Deb, but I did have Ruffus bringing me in food, and I did also have a bucket load of gluten-free biscuits, like a lot of them. So absolutely, I am stunned by that. I mean, I honestly believe that if I hadn't had the 2 Costas and the can of pop before we went in and got weighed, and the coffee that I had this morning,
still have to try and drink that.
Yeah. So if I didn't have effectively 1.5 litres of fluid in my body, I would have lost the same as you. So that is ridiculous. So oh my God. So Anita said, oh, Neil says that's amazing. I know, right? Thank you. Linda's just given us some lovely emojis. Thank you, my darling. The key is to eat hospital food going forward. Well, no, because it's not great. It's not great at all, is it?
Some of it was okay, you said, but
I mean, the food was all right, but it wasn't on plan.
You don't have a huge amount of choice as well, really.
It just wasn't on plan. It was food that was off plan.
Yeah.
Ed says best news ever, and he's given us some applause emojis. Neil said that he's lost weight after every surgery he's had. Some people's bodies work overtime healing. Yeah. That could be it as well, to be fair, because it's taken me a long time to heal, isn't it? And Annette says, congratulations. Thank you, my darling. Thank you. So, yes, so I am now at 3 stone 4.5 pounds. This blooming thing, I can show you my book, right? So I have been for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So for 17 weeks, I have been in my 2 stone bracket for 17 weeks. So that is for 4 months, I have been in that 2 stone bracket. It's been so annoying maintaining, losing, gaining a bunch, losing, gain, lose, gain, lose.
Sort of like weight gains and things like that. Even though we ate the same food, we had the same like evening meals and everything. A couple of snacks that we might have that are different, but still on plan. Still
within scenes.
Yeah, and but your body just does.
So between us, we lost 22 pounds.
I said this week at group.
In 3 weeks.
This week at group, or did they say that in total of everybody that got weighed, I think that there was 70 something
77 pounds
lost
down
this week, like I say, and we lost.
But also that means
a big chunk of it as well.
Between us, we have lost 12.5 stone.
So that is like
that's an adult
person. Yeah,
that's probably adult. Kirsty.
Yeah, easily. Yeah,
like if not more than Kirsty. Yeah, you know what I mean. That's like an grown adult person. 12.5 stone is a grown adult person that we have shed between us. Thank you, Nanette. Thank you, Neil. What an amazing weighing for both of you, says Neil. Nanette says it's amazing how well you're doing. Thank you, my darling. But in that 17 weeks for me, don't forget, 2 weeks of those were maintains. And in total, I had 1 week where I gained 3.5, 1 week where I gained 6, and 1 week where I gained 5.5.
Very random as well, wasn't it? Those were.
My body just is very, very strange. So, yeah. So no idea what's going to happen next week.
No.
Absolutely no idea. We're on plan. We're eating on plan. I did have a chocolate bar today because I did get I did get the news from the cancer nurse, and you can probably tell by how I've already said I have to process, and there'll be a video and that I had a chocolate bar. Yaz is here. Hello, Yaz, my darling. Amazing week for both of you. Congrats. Thank you, my sweet. So lovely to see you on the live. I do hope you're well, my love. Honestly, don't be a stranger. We love you, Yaz. But yeah, so there will be a video coming up with the results. I will put it on the WhatsApp group for those of you that are on that. And obviously, you can tell that I had a chocolate bar, so you can tell it's not the best news.
They smell nice.
They do smell amazing. They do smell amazing. So then, the giveaway winner, we extended it until midnight yesterday, so hopefully you've all entered that by now. We're going to be filming that after we've had dinner, because we've not eaten yet, have we? So we're going to do dinner, then we're going to pick the winner of that, and there will be a video going up probably tomorrow with the winner of the, or the two winners of the giveaway, I will be live streaming tomorrow morning from 11 AM UK time here on Beyond Authentic Health and Beauty. I will be looking at some makeup palettes. I might be looking at some high-end makeup, or I might be looking at a dupe. I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided, Natasha Denona. Haven't decided. Haven't decided yet. But if you are into makeup, you might want to tune in tomorrow, mentioning nothing about anything about nothing. I didn't say anything, but there will be definitely one giveaway video coming up tomorrow or Thursday. No, tomorrow or Friday with the results of the two winners from our Slimming World giveaway. So yes, absolutely. What's that? Yes, you and me are going to have words tomorrow, Lisa. Why? What have I done now? I'm streaming. I am a lot more tired than I thought I would be. I crashed out a little bit today. Where did we walk? We didn't go to a supermarket, did we? We went through Wilkinson's and Eastleigh, where he got his hair cut. It's not Eastleigh, it's Wakefield, but I always say Eastleigh. I did a little walk up and back to the charity shop, and then I walked around Wilco's, and then I was dead, wasn't I? That was it. I was in the car like that. So I'm very limited.
And you were just tired when we got to.
Have you tried the Urban Decay singles? They are expensive, but very pigmented and stay on all day. I've actually got a couple of Urban Decay singles in my single pot. I'll have to have a look. You've been missing me on YouTube recently. Well, I've got a couple of videos coming your way that are pre-recorded. We did a grocery haul yesterday that I filmed. I've got to edit. So there will be some of those coming up. But there will also be other bits and pieces coming as well. I've got tarot videos to film and all sorts. More about your purchases. It's not my fault. I was under the influence of morphine. I am not to blame when I am given drugs from the hospital and I don't know my own name. Otherwise, why the hell do you think I bought a box of goth?
And before you came home from the hospital, there was already a pile of parcels here.
There wasn't a pile. There was a couple. But I've got to say, there was that moment where I literally said to you, I think I ordered a box of goth, and you were like,
parcels.
Okay.
And they're like the bubble wrap bags, but they were also sort of elastic bands and that round them. So there was at least 3 or 4.
One of them was Killstar. So I've got a Killstar haul coming up for you on the other channel. So that'll be coming up. There is also going to be some makeup reveals coming up. And there is also going to be, as I say, my box of goth. I was not responsible for buying that. I didn't know I'd bought it until the 2 days later. And I was like, why have I got an email telling me I've got a box of goth thingy? Why have I got that? I don't understand. And then I was like, I bought it. I might have also bought some stuff from Aldi. I don't know. I put it into I can't remember. This is since I've been home. I'm healing. I've got cancer. Don't judge me. I've got cancer. That's my get out card now. I can use that now. But I was shopping on Aldi online and I put some stuff into my cart and then I went back on Aldi online and it's not in my cart. Now, I don't know whether they've just deleted it from my cart or whether I bought it. I honestly can't tell you. I don't know. Because there were a couple of items that I was like, oh, I like that. You love Killstar. I've got a Killstar clothing haul because it was in the sale. So, and they're really nice, aren't they, actually, what I got? Yeah. They're really cool. So we've got some footage for that to edit together. But there we go. I will be back tomorrow morning, 11 AM UK time. Don't forget, everybody, if you would like to support my spending habits, you can go across to... You can go across to buymeacoffee.com/Beyond Authentic, spelled the same as it is just here, just Beyond Authentic, where you can, in fact, buy me a coffee or buy us a coffee, and that's also where full details of our channel memberships are if you would like to support the channel on a regular basis and get full details of our exclusive perks on there, which have got that was Alexa talking.
Oh no, that's
computer.
Talking,
yes, computer.
Was that talking to me?
It said Ruffus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I set up the Alexa, right? We call it computer. So I set up computer because it's Star Trek, right?
Yeah.
So I set that up when I was in hospital to say at different times a day, this is a reminder. I love you, Ruffus. I love you, Ruffus. I know you are, Nanette. Thank you so much for joining, my darling. You've got all the stuff a day early, all of that, and we're going to do a Q&A over there. We'll arrange that soon, actually, and we'll also arrange a live cooking thing, a cook through with us. I don't know how we're going to. Oh, we can film it in there on that one because we've got another one of these lighting rigs in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're definitely going to do that. So if you would like to support the channel and all the stuff we're doing and everything that's going on, do make sure you check out those channel memberships. But yes, that is going to be it for today's stream. It was an amazing result at Slimming World. We also had a friend of ours called Patricia, who is quite often on the streams via Facebook, who gave me a present and also something for the doggos.
I normally hear from her during the week and sort of like keep updated with her about what's been going on.
Yeah. So yeah, so we've got all of that coming, and there will also be a haul for our garden. Garden haul. Ruffus has been doing some gardening. He's got a good garden project at the moment, haven't you, my love?
I've been planting some seed planting, like I say, just for stuff that I can maybe put in growing pots. So we've got like what we've got out there. We've got butternut squash. I said butternut squash, although they will, like I say, once they get sort of so big, you can have them up a trellis. So you can put some canes up and get them to grow up there, rather than having them just growing along the obviously low on the ground, where other like insects and pests can kind of try and eat them. If you have them growing up in big tubs, like I say, we can do that and get them to grow up there. So hopefully we'll have butternut squash. What else is there? There's lots. Oh, about 4 different or 5 different types of tomatoes.
Sorry, we've got to say it like Kay's Cooking says it. Some tomatoes, and what else? Are we growing some honeyons?
Honeyons.
Some honeyons. And we got some spud taters.
Oh, spud taters. Yeah.
Spud taters, like Kay's Cooking.
We have got some spud taters to plant outside in
some
a big
honeyons.
pot.
And some salady bits, haven't we?
We've got loads of different spinach seeds. We've got loads of salad stuff, and I've also picked up some pepper seeds as well to plant out. So a couple of different varieties of peppers.
Code Deb says it's easy to grow rosemary and it smells great. I love rosemary. We've normally got some. Yeah, we've got some because it goes on with all my witchy stuff. Because rosemary is very, very good as a replaceable herb, especially in protection magic and things like that.
So we've also got a big, like I say, a massive black bin outside in the back garden. I said we've got a load of rhubarb growing, so I said there's that growing, so I can kind of pick that every so often.
And another one with our spud taters in from last year.
We have, yes.
And we've got a composter, so there's going to be a whole video about that. And garden monster, yeah. And we are going to be overhauling over the summer the garden because it's manky. Yeah. So we're going to be overhauling it as we go, and we might have got a little. Did we get a greenhouse? Did you get a little greenhouse?
I got the mini greenhouse, which is
just in the car still.
Just out there in the porch at the minute.
So we'll show you all of that, and we'll show you as we go. Code. Oh, hang on. Let's have a look. Necro Neil says Kay's cooking her egg fried rice is iconic. The egg fried rice is good, but also
that's rather interesting. Where the only liquid that goes into it is the dry rice and some egg, and that is pretty much it. And
it can't be worse than a spaghetti meatballs.
Burns the rice and then burns the egg as well, pretty much what she mixes into it, and then goes, oh, there you are. Now, and then gets her son to try it.
How does it go? Hi, it's me, Kay. Hang on.
I'm back in the kitchen cooking again.
Hang on.
Yeah.
I'm back in the kitchen cooking again. Today I'm making coffee my way.
And then she does get her son to test all her
Barnsley. She's from Barnsley.
Gets her son to test all her burnt offerings and things.
Yeah. So let's just catch up with the chat. Speaking of a garden, maybe I'll film my garden when I start planting mine. Absolutely, Nanette. You should. Yeah. We're waiting on your videos, my darling. Code Deb says yes. Rosemary and thyme. Kept them alive all winter. Moved into the house. Yeah. That's a good idea. Our rosemary we cut down. Let it kind of it goes to like just dead top, And then when it comes back, if it had been really cold,
Wow.
I would have covered it in some gauze, but it was fine.
So
that will come back.
We did try to get some of like the liners for the hanging baskets, but we're gonna maybe pop them, pick them up in pound shops. So
yeah, Code Deb says a gardening overhaul video, please.
But
it will take us a while because there's only like half a person between us.
But we have, like I say, things like mint. Instead of growing it in big tubs on the floor in the garden, and kind of never put it in the ground because it will just literally spread everywhere. We've got some of that in hanging baskets as well. Some apple mint and a couple of different ones like spearmint and something. We've got those in hanging baskets in the garden. So
and I've got me rosemary that I've had for about 4 years. Yeah, it's in the pot. Well, more than that, isn't it? I had it at the old house.
We've got one on the fence as well. That's that on the fence. That one. But
so we've got all sorts of that we do grow. And we will
strawberry plants as well. We've got out there. Yeah. Blueberry plants.
Oh, they're doing really well. Strawberries and blueberries. And we've got the blackberry bushes that come across.
We've got a few tubs of strawberry ones, I think.
We have, and we've got runners.
We had some runners from last year that have all taken on this year, have been fine, so they're all coming up now.
And a little bit from the witchcraft crew, from the coven crew, we've got some pyrocanthus, which is a really spiky plant that you can use in protection magic and other curses and hexes and things. But you can use it mainly in protection magic. We've got a few, haven't we? We've got all sorts out there. So it's doing okay. We obviously need to replace the liners of the hanging baskets and make everything a bit prettier before we put it on film. But we've also bought some what are those plastic shelving unit things?
We had an old
chest of drawers,
kind of, some sort of drawers or something out there that we had some pot plants on top. So that's all rubbish. I'm just going to break it all up, and that can all be burnt down. And we've got some shelving units to put up and just clip to the wall. Put some big plant pots on those, and just
so we will show you all of that.
Tidy it all up and everything. It should look really good.
Yeah,
we've sorted it out.
And Ruffus has bought a whole load of paving slabs to put down at some point.
Yeah,
although
on the actual,
I think, to be fair, I think we might have to pay the handyman next door to do that, because I think it's beyond us, especially with our house now. You're going to be filming your video, the first video this week. Oh my god, that's amazing. Rosita Rosie, hello my darling as well. Hello to you. But yes, absolutely, Nanette, absolutely film, my darling. But we will film the garden makeover thing, because to be honest, this summer I might not be able to do a lot than just sit in the garden, innit? There might be a lot of time where I have to sit in the garden this summer, so that's going to be interesting. But there will be a cancer update video coming up very, very soon, over the weekend, probably on the channel. Because Monday's makeup video is already filmed, edited, and uploaded. And if you are part of the channel memberships over on buymeacoffee.com/BeyondAuthentic, the day early thing of that will be going up on Sunday, so you'll have exclusive access to that on Sunday. And I will be doing the tarot live stream on Sunday as well.
Well, as long as
I will be one stream a day. I can cope. I can cope. Honestly, I can cope as long as I've got some coffee and a lovely husband making me dinner. Yes. I love you. Anyway, that is going to be it from us today, because it's been nearly an hour and the doggies are hungry and we need to go. Can you have chickens there? Your sister has chickens and gets eggs from them. I wish we could. If we had chickens, I mean, but they wouldn't be pets, would they? They would be layers, and they would be for the pot. Because I think chickens as pets is weird. So it would be a farm, wouldn't it? We wouldn't keep them as pets. That's just weird.
People do. They don't.
Some people do. I think that's a bit weird. But yeah, we would love to have chickens, but we've got 3 dogs.
Yeah.
They'd eat them. And they wouldn't be able to eat them because they'd eat them all. But anyway, yes, we absolutely have. Oh, my darling Rosita, it's lovely to have you here. All sounds fab, says Yaz. Nothing beats homegrown fruit and veg. Exactly. Plus, cost of living increase, crisis, all of that stuff. Grow your own, save a few bob. Stop eating her, you little naughty monster. Hang on, I'll tell you what. I know what he wants. Hang on a second, everybody. Look, we've got a live stream and we don't have Mr. Mister up on the stream. Right, you two stay there. Mr. Mister, come on then. Come on then. Eddie, jump. Hang on a sec. Right, move that leg. Eddie, come on then.
Yeah, come here then.
Come on then.
You sit down.
Are you ready to see how big he's got? Look Look at this. Look how. Oops, Daisy. Not you two. Wait a second, Ruby.
Have you grown?
There we go.
Have you grown?
Oh, look at the size of Mr. Look at this.
Are you, Mister?
Look at this, Eddie.
He has grown. Yeah.
There you go. Look, say hello.
He's grown, hasn't
Say hello
he?
to everyone. Hello. So yes, there we go. Look, say hello there. Look, everybody's there saying hello to you. Hello. So yeah, this is Eddie. Look how big he is now. Look at the size of his head.
He is.
But he still thinks he's a little tiny puppy. But then again, so does Ruby, and
You
she's
don't
like
realise, do
12
you?
years old. So. Oh no, right? Do you give kisses, Eddie? Do you give kisses? Kisses. Oh yes, I know.
Oh, Mister.
Oh. You won't get down, don't you? He's like, oh. But anyway, that is going to be it, everybody. We will see you all again very, very soon. We'll see you tomorrow. Or at least I will see you tomorrow, 11 a.m. UK time. A face definitely made for camera. I know. He looks so cute. You wouldn't believe he was like the naughtiest dog ever, would you? The naughtiest puppy ever.
He would like to live in the garden as well, you know, cheeky.
Yeah, but there we go. So then, everybody, we will see you all. The dogs are going mad.
They are.
We will see you on the live stream very, very soon. And as we always say, stay you, stay true.
Stop.
Oh, God, get down then.
Get down.
Right. There we go.
Oh.
Chaos, isn't it? I know, right?
Calm
Tired
down
out
now,
just
you
with
lot.
them.
Calm
So
down,
then, we will say, we'll sign off with our slightly new sign off. Stay you, stay true, stay authentic. And we'll see you next time. And as we always say, happy slimming from the Slimming World Couple of the Year. Slimming World Couple of the Year. Yes. We'll just leave out. We'll just leave like this, going. Put the flowers in. Put the flowers in. Put the flowers in. There we go. Look. There we go. Like that. Yes. Not facing you. Facing them. There we go. That's it. Bye, everybody, from the Slimming World Couple of the Year 2022 for our group, but that doesn't matter. Bye, everyone. See you soon. Bye. Lots of love. Bye. We will see you all on another one. Love you all. Where's the button?